There are only 5 days left until Genshin Impact version 5.4 officially releases. In this version, we can expect the long-awaited Furina and Wriothesley in the second phase of this patch, with Mizuki making her debut in the first phase. While many believe this is a filler update due to no new map expansion, there's still a surprisingly high number of primogems we can get for Furina or even Mizuki in Phase 1. If you're planning your primogem savings, want to know whether you're guaranteed to get a character, or just want to know if it's worth pulling or saving for Phase 2, then this video is meant for you. We will break down every single source of primogems in the first half of version 5.4. But before breaking down the primo sources, why don't we break down the segue to my partner lootbar.gg. The banners for Arlecchino and Clorinde are coming to an end, and if you haven't managed to get them or are looking to get their signature weapon, then I'm proud to announce that you can save 23% on your next purchase. Lootbar.gg offers some of the most affordable rates for your top-ups out there. For example, I just got this $100 Genesis Crystal Pack for $79 instead of the original $100. That's an easy $21 saved, which you can spend on 4 Welkins later and still have money to spare. If you're feeling skeptical, don't worry, because they have so many positive reviews on their site, and I even use them to purchase the Welkins for my giveaway winners. They're also trusted by big creators like Dukaja and Tevat Times, and I'm adding to the list, bringing their credibility through the roof. Use my link in the description or pinned comment to grab yourself a quick discount on your next purchase. Also, to the previous Welkin winners, I'm glad to say that your Welkin has been delivered. I'm also glad to announce another Welkin giveaway at 3,000 subscribers. It's a 10 Welkin giveaway, so if you want to participate, just drop a like, subscribe, and comment so that I can feel your presence. Without further ado, let's jump right into it. First, let's talk about the most obvious way of earning primogems: daily commissions. Every day, you get 4 commissions, and completing each will reward you with 10 primogems. Collecting the bonus 20 after finishing all commissions brings the daily commission total to 60 primogems. If you don't want to run around finishing commissions, let me share a trick. You can instantly complete all commissions by converting resin into condensed resin. This way, you can log in and grab a quick 60 primogems within 30 seconds. But as you might have guessed, the max condensed resin you can hold is 5, so I advise using it the next day in domains, which in turn clears commissions for that day. The first phase lasts from February 12th to March 5th, meaning we have 21 days of daily commissions. Completing them every day will give us a total of 1,260 primogems. Another juicy source of primogems is the Spiral Abyss, which will reset only once, precisely on February 16th, 4 days after the patch releases. If you can clear all floors with 36 stars, that's an additional 800 primogems. I understand that Spiral Abyss is one of the hardest sources of primogems, as it requires strong teams, especially for floor 12. However, if you can clear floor 11 and brush past some of floor 12, you can manage to get 700 primogems. So if you don't have strong enough teams, adjust those numbers accordingly. We'll also be getting a character story quest for Mizuki in Phase 1. Generally, story quests give 60 primogems, but if you clear it within the bonus time limit, you can expect an additional 60 primogems, bringing the total to 120 primogems. The Imaginarium Theater, another juicy source of primogems, will reset in Phase 1 of 5.4, giving players the opportunity to earn an additional 800 primogems. Of course, these primos don't come easily, so you'll need proper planning for your characters if you want to get them all. We will also be getting a character trial which grants a quick 40 primogems upon completion, just for testing characters. It's like getting paid to taste food, but hey, who are we to complain about free primos? We'll take whatever we can get. Another nice source of wishes is the Paimon shop, which also happens to reset in the first phase of this patch. That means we can exchange Stardust for 5 wishes. Since a single wish is equivalent to 160 primogems, that's 800 primogems in total. Next up, we have the Update Maintenance reward. Every time we switch to a new patch, Hoyoverse shuts down the servers for a few hours, and this results in compensation for us players. As always, server maintenance grants an easy 600 primogems, delivered straight to our in-game mail. One underrated way to earn primogems is through browser events. In each phase of a patch, we get a browser event that usually grants 100 primogems, a decent amount of Mora, and even some Heroes Wits. So if you've never done browser events before, now's the time to start. Better late than never. We will also be getting promo codes, but not the ones that give 300 primogems. The special livestream has come and gone, so the only codes we're expecting are those that grant an average of 60 primogems. Each phase, we usually get 2 of these, totaling 120 primogems. If you've always been missing these codes, don't worry. I always post them as soon as they are released, so make sure to stay tuned if you want to squeeze out every primogem for Lady Furina. As usual, we can expect 3 events in Phase 1, each granting around 420 primogems, summing up to 1,280 primogems. These values are subject to change since it's Hoyoverse's choice how many events they release, but on average it's 3, so it's safe to stick to that assumption. Lastly, Welkin Moon winners and owners can get a total of 2,250 primogems as of the time of posting this video. For those who won a Welkin from me, you can add the Genesis crystals, giving an extra 300 primogems, bringing the total to 2,550 primogems. With that said, let's count the totals. Free-to-play players can expect a total of 5,920 primogems or 37 wishes. This might look like a small amount, and I might agree with you, but we need to note that this is a filler patch, and it's actually an impressive amount. Those with a Welkin will be able to get 8,470 primogems or 53 wishes, which is an outstanding amount if you're pulling for Furina or even Mizuki. Now, let's talk about whether it's worth spending these hard-earned primogems on the Phase 1 banner. As you might know, the two featured characters in Phase 1 are Mizuki and Sigewin. Aside from her beautiful looks, Mizuki brings amazing Anemo support and grouping abilities on par with Kazuha's skill. She can heal and deal damage with her burst, making her a solid character to consider. But although she's a great overall character, I still think the wiser move is to skip her. Why? Because she will be added to the standard banner, meaning you could win her when you lose 50-50 in the future and she will always be available. Another factor to consider is the 4-star lineup on her banner. Thanks to HomDC Cat's data mining, we know that the expected 4 stars on Mizuki's banner are Mika, Goru, Sayu, and Chungyu, all of which are not so great as far as 4 stars go. So what do you say we keep those wishes safe and hold them for someone else? Of course, this is just my opinion, and you should do what fits your account the most. Another worthy contender is Sigewin, whose kit revolves around healing with very low damage output. She scales off max HP, and while she's an awesome character, her hydro application is quite slow. In many cases, Xingqiu outperforms her, and Yelan is simply not even a fair comparison. So, to put it simply, she is not worth our hard-earned primos. In Phase 2, we are expecting our long-awaited queen, Furina, the Hydro Archon. She is an amazing healer, damage dealer, and buffer. She fits into almost any team as she elevates the entire team with just her mere presence. Alongside her, we have one of the best cryo DPS units, Wriothesley. If you've already gotten Furina and aren't planning to go for her C2 or signature weapon, then Wriothesley is a great option. Because of how strong Phase 2 banners are, it's simply a great choice to skip Phase 1 and go all in for Furina or Wriothesley. So, to wrap things up, Phase 1 is the best time to save for Furina and Wriothesley. Unless you really love Mizuki or Sigewin, it'll be an easy decision to skip and go all in for Furina. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful or want to stay up to date with all the good stuffs, then consider subscribing. It's free and helps out a ton. Till next time, bye.